What's up, team, and welcome to Floor Flow. Like this class says, we're gonna spend most of our time on the floor today, so let's get started at the end of our mat. So we're gonna just take a moment to gently roll ourselves down, hanging out here. If you need to bend your knees so that your hands can get on the mat, go ahead and do so. Feet should be wider than shoulder width apart. We're just gonna hang here. Let your head, neck, shoulders, everything be nice and heavy. Good. And then slowly, we're gonna sink our hips, make our way into our squat position. The one thing I want you to pay attention to in this squat is that your feet are firmly planted. So those heels have to stay on the floor. If you need to widen your squat stance or turn out those toes, go ahead and do so. Good, team. And then we're gonna slowly walk ourselves forward. So coming up onto our toes, walking ourselves out into our plank position, drop the hips, open the chest, untuck the toes. Good. And then really think about opening the chest as you look up towards the ceiling. Beautiful. And then come back looking straight ahead. From here, we're going to take the eyesight and look over the right shoulder, rotating that spine, the neck. Good. And then back to center and then look over the left shoulder. Good, team. Coming back to center, tuck those toes under, up into our plank, and then push those hips back into our down dog. From here, we're going to slowly drop our heels towards the mat, pedaling them out, getting a nice big stretch in the backside of our body. Beautiful, team. And then pause, keep the knees bent just a little, and then we're going to walk our hands back and then drop your hips into that squat. Turn your toes out if you need, widen that stance if you need. Back in our squat position, we're gonna take our elbows, press them into our knees, getting a little bit more of an intense stretch in those hips. Beautiful, team. And then from here, coming towards our toes, hands on the mat, we're gonna walk ourselves out into our plank. Drop the hips, open the chest, untuck the toes, looking up towards the ceiling as we try to open that chest even more. Beautiful, team. And then eyesight back to neutral, looking over the right shoulder, over the left shoulder. Excellent. Back to that center position, tuck the toes into our plank and into our down dog, pedaling out those feet. Good, team. Walking those hands back and into our squat position. All right, we're gonna go one more time. We know the flow now, so if you're feeling good, we're just gonna go a little bit quicker. Coming forward onto our toes, walking our hands out into that push-up plank. Drop the hips, open the chest, untuck the toes. Excellent, team. Looking up towards the ceiling as we open that chest. Beautiful. Eyesight back to neutral, looking over the right shoulder, over the left shoulder, back to center, tuck those toes under and hips back up into that down dog. Now staying here in the down dog position, we are going to transition to a new move. So in our down dog, we're just pedaling out those heels. Good. And then from here, we're going to take our right hand, reach it across our body to our left ankle. Grabbing onto the left ankle, you're going to look underneath the left armpit, getting a rotation in that spine. Good. And then place that right hand down, switch sides. Left hand grabs the right ankle. Rotating around, look underneath that right armpit. Beautiful, team. And then back to center. Coming forward, drop your knees. We're in all fours position. We're gonna walk our left hand through that little gap between the right hand and the right knee into our thread the needle position. Dropping the left shoulder to the mat, press the right hand into the mat, trying to rotate around, getting that spine stretch. Eyesight looks up to the ceiling. Beautiful. Breathe, team. Good. And then coming back into that neutral position, walk the right arm through the left. Right shoulder comes down. Eyesight looks up towards the ceiling. Beautiful, team. And then back to all fours. All right, we're adding on here. So take that right knee. We're going to do a huge hurdle open. So the right knee comes forward, opens up, goes around. It lands on the outside of the left leg. And then you reach that right leg long as we sink back into this glute stretch. So in this position, just keep sinking back until we feel a stretch on that left glute. Good. Walk the arms forward. Makes it a little bit more intense. Beautiful. Hold it here for a second. Good. And then we're going to come forward by bringing that right knee around. Huge hurdle. So drawing a circle with that right knee and back to the center position. Now off to the left side. Left knee comes forward, opens up. Think about drawing a circle with that left knee. It comes to the outside of the right leg. It reaches long and we sink back. Huge stretch now in that right glute. We can come forward with the arms to make it a little bit more intense. Beautiful, team. Now as we come up, we make a circle in the opposite direction. So circle that that left knee forward. Beautiful. And back to that all fours position. Tuck your toes under, hips come up and into our down dog. All right, team, we know the flow, so we're going to go a little quicker. Grabbing or taking that right hand, grab the left ankle, pull onto that left ankle as you rotate around. Beautiful. Place the right hand down, switch sides. Left hand to the right ankle. Look underneath that right armpit. Good, team. Place the left hand down, come onto all fours. Thread the needle. Left hand comes through that little gap. Rotating down, press the right hand into the mat, looking up towards the ceiling. Excellent, team. Breathe. Come back up to all fours. Right hand comes through, rotating around. Press the left hand into the mat. Excellent, team. Come back into that all fours position. Take the right knee, huge circle around. Drive that knee to the outside of the left leg, sink back. Huge stretch in that left glute. Walk the arms forward to make the stretch more intense. Breathe. And then coming forward, that right knee draws a circle forward, back to that starting position. Off to the left side, hurdle open. Excellent, team. Reach that left leg back and long. Feeling a huge stretch on the right glute now. Excellent, team. And then hurdle back to that center position. All right, team, one more time. Tuck the toes under, knees come up, and back into our down dog. Right hand to the left ankle. Pull on that left ankle, rotate around, look underneath the left armpit. Breathe. And then place the right hand down. Left hand grabs onto the right ankle. Rotate, look underneath that right armpit. Yes, team. Should be a little bit easier now. And back to center. Good. Drop the knees, all fours. Left hand walks through that space. Thread the needle. Press that right hand into the mat. Rotate around. Eyesight looks up to the ceiling. Good. Might notice that you can rotate a little bit further now. Good work, team. Back to neutral. Right hand walks through that space. Good. Left hand presses into the mat, rotating around. Beautiful, team. Body's becoming a little bit more mobile now. There we go. And come back to that all fours position. Huge circle with that right knee. Reaches on the outside of the left leg. Then we reach it long, coming forward and getting a nice big stretch in that left glute. Beautiful, team. Breathe. All right, coming forward. Drive that right knee in a huge circle forward. Control it. Good. Off to the left side. Slow and controlled. Mobility is about controlling our range of motion, team. There we go. Don't use momentum. Find that glute stretch. Excellent. And then coming forward, draw that circle forward. And we're moving on. Tuck the toes under. Meet me in down dog. Excellent, team. Breathe. Heels pressing towards the mat. Good. All right, coming forward into our plank. Lower ourselves down. We are going to head into a scorpion move here. So arms out to the side. Take your right leg, reach it across your body towards the left side, opening up here. Good. Come back to center. Now take the right leg, reach it across your body towards the right side. Good. You're going to feel a nice big stretch on your back, on your shoulder. Good, team. Back to neutral. From here, lift your legs off the mat. Toes are off the mat. Squeeze the buns. Arms out in front of you. Thumbs towards the ceiling. Good, team. Pull your belly button in tight here and squeeze your glutes. Excellent. Now take your elbows. Bring them towards your torso for 3. Reach them out long. Towards your torso for 2. Reach them out long. Last one. Beautiful. Hands to the mat, tuck the toes under, press your way up and into your down dog. Yes, team. Find that stretch in your down dog, heels towards the mat. Good. Forward into your plank, lower yourself down, arms out to the side. Right leg over into that scorpion. Beautiful, team. Come back to neutral, left leg over. Back to neutral. Good. Squeeze the glutes. Feet off the mat, arms out in front of you, thumbs to the ceiling. Elbows to your torso for 3. Reach long. 2. Good. Reach long. Last one. Beautiful. Hands to the mat, tuck the toes under, pressing up and down dog. One more time, team. In that down dog position, getting our nice big stretch here. Beautiful. Forward into plank. Lower yourself down, arms out to the side, into our scorpion. Reach that right leg across. Beautiful, team. Nice big stretch. Back to neutral. Reach the left leg across. Back to neutral. From here, hands come in. Keep the toes untucked. Push yourself into your child's pose. Rest here for 3 big breaths. Nice big inhale. And exhale. 2 more. Last one, big inhale. Exhale. And relax. Come on up slowly. Team, thank you so much for joining me here today. I'll see you back on the mat very soon.